Well, it's day one, opening day here in Nebraska. This is a spot I scouted in the summer. Found some good sign. Actually found a good trail coming out of bedding and hunted it this morning. Didn't see anything. Pretty uneventful. I was standing in some cattails, just kind of keep an eye on the trail. It's about 15, 20 yards out in front of me. Yesterday afternoon, I actually glassed this little valley or whatever, this little wood lot here. Set up on that hill back there and saw 2 small bucks come down the valley. And then right before dark, I had 5 deer come out on this end. So this afternoon I decided to get on this end. Plus I got the wind kind of cutting this way. I'll be a little off wind, and so hopefully it won't be a factor. Anyway, we got about 4 hours before dark, so I'm gonna slip in here and find me a good spot to set up and hopefully have some deer come by this evening. Knowing my luck, the 5 deer that came out here last night are gonna come out up there. Not the most ideal setup, but it'll do. I wanted to set up down that way this afternoon and catch deer coming out where I saw them yesterday afternoon. But the wind keeps switching and I just don't like it down there if the deer are going to be coming straight at me. The wind is kind of running right down through here and maybe just off behind me a little bit. I'm hoping the deer come out of these cattails that are out here in front of me and work the edge. And that'll give me about a 20-yard shot at the farthest to the edge of the cattails. Good doe right here. Oh, there it is. It's looking right at me. Here's your cones. She's still coming. Still coming. She stopped. Oh, she's turning around. She's walking broadside to me, going to my right. Here she goes, right at me. She's doing the right thing at Bob. Probably about 60 yards out now. Here she goes. Oh no, she's trotting. Well, that added a little excitement to the evening. Hadn't seen anything all afternoon, and then just happened to look over my shoulder a moment ago and saw a doe walking across here behind me at about 80 to 100 yards. By the time I got to my grunt call, she'd gone over the hill, and I grunted to her anyway, and sure enough, here she come back over the hill. She wasn't sure where the sound was coming from because she kept looking kind of off to the left of me and off to the right of me. She finally started working this way, and she got to about 50 or 60 yards and just stared for a while. And she was on that little head bob trick where they put their head down and snatch it up real quick, hoping to catch movement. Well, she finally had enough, and she trotted right out in front of me and went right over there into the bedding. Grunt calls are very effective in the early season, and I thought this time it was gonna work out for me, but I didn't pull it off successfully. Anyway, let's get back to camp and check with Garrett and Sam to see what they got into this evening. We got some storms moving in tonight. Tomorrow might be a washout. Today I'm hunting the same area, or same general area I hunted 2 nights ago with my recurve and had that doe come in behind me. I'll give you guys a little lay of the land here. I was hunting under that big cottonwood with my recurve, and I had that doe come out this way and come in behind me, and then she came closer and then went over those woods. I wanted to hunt this area that night, but the wind wasn't right. And I was afraid deer would come out here and work this way and smell me. Tonight the wind's perfect. It's right in my face coming out of bedding. The main bedding, at least I think it's the main bedding, is over there, that patch of small locust trees. And they could be bedded on these cattails too. I'm pretty sure there's probably some out here in these cattails. But we got a pond here, there's a pond there. The deer had to come between the 2 ponds or around that pond or around over on this side. There's actually a well-worn trail right here coming past that dead cedar, and it wraps around to this side of me. So I can potentially have deer activity here behind me, and deer trails out there. I can have a deer potentially come out right here, right around this side. You know, all these options, and especially right here. I think this is probably the most well-used trail. Today I'm using my compound. I can't shoot my recurve from a tree. It just doesn't feel comfortable doing that. I've only practiced from the ground. My goal is to only hunt from the ground with a recurve. Just me personally. That's the way I like to hunt, with a recurve from the ground. But today I'm elevated just so I can get some height and see, hopefully pick up some deer patterns. Hopefully we see some deer today. I've only seen 1 deer since opening morning. Oh, 1 deer. That's all I saw today. And because he came out so early, I figured I'd probably see other deer. It just wasn't the case. It's been slow the last few days. It's only the 2nd deer I've seen from while hunting. So, need some better luck. But tomorrow, new day, maybe we'll get that luck. Guess we'll have to wait and see.